What's going on, girls and guys? Once again, it is your host, your friend Arachnid Soul. Today bringing you a game that I've been waiting to play, a game that I've been dying to play. It just came out a little while ago, a couple of weeks ago, finally got my hands on it. It's from 11-Bit Studios, and it's called This War of Mine. We're going to get into what this game's all about in a second, but coming up, you're going to see a little preview of this game. For anyone who wants to know the backstory and really read the backstory, pause right now on your smartphone, on your tablet, on your computer monitor, on whatever you're watching this on, read this, even though I'm going to run through these characters. The woman you see is a reporter, was a reporter. The man you see is a chef, is a cook, was a cook. And the other guy who didn't have the beard is a footballer, a football player. And when I say that, I don't mean he played American football. He played soccer, as we would say in the States. Basically, what's going on, for anyone who didn't read that little intro, is that I'm guessing we're in some type of Slavic country. We're caught in the middle of war. And in this game, unlike other games that you've been in where you're stuck in the middle of wars, you're not actually soldiers, you're civilians. You're trying to survive, you're trying to make decisions on what's best to keep your morale up. For all of the people you're playing as, you want to make sure they don't get sick. You want to make sure they don't die. You want to make sure that they stay somewhat content, they stay somewhat warm. And I figured I'll play a day and a night just to show everyone out there the basic features of this game. I should tell you, this game was an indie game, like I said, 11-Bit Studios, but it was really well received at E3 and PAX. I mean, many people said this was one of the top 5 games of the year. Many of the game critics and the game players have said this might have been the best game of the year, but for a lot of people, it really slid under the radar. Now, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm an expert on this game already, because I'm not. I've just started playing this. As a matter of fact, what you're watching me play is the farthest I've ever been into this game. I was playing it a little bit earlier just to kind of get the basics of it, which, you know, we'll see how successful I was at that. In any case, just to get the basics of it, as I was playing it, I said, you know what? I'm going to share this with the YouTube people that actually watch my videos and the people who follow me on Twitter, and maybe I'll do a little playthrough of this. I have no idea. The game is completely random, which means if you play this game, and I really think you should, different things will happen to you. And much like a Mass Effect game, or much like a Dragon Age, or different games like that, when people in this game die, they're just dead. You're not gonna, at the next day, have somebody who died come back. So it really is important you make sure that your characters don't starve to death. It's important that you make sure that other people don't show up and kill them. And it's important that they don't get sick and die. I actually believe that the female character right now, Katya, is a little bit sick. I have no idea how to make the medicine in this game. I'm hoping that maybe she will heal on her own. I'm trying not to make her work too hard. You can see I'm clicking on the chair there. I want her to go rest a little bit. At the same time, I want her to pull her own share, but I need her to get healthy first. I don't want her to drop dead. I've got Bruno on the left. He's digging over there, and Pavel's digging on the right. And I'm digging so I can get farther into this house and kind of see what's going on. Here's Bruno again digging. I was watching one of my friends play this, and it really dawned on me that the meat of this game is kind of you as the player, figuring out what kind of person you are. You're going to have to make hard choices. You're going to have to kind of gauge your moral compass with this game. I was watching my friend play it, and she saw that there was an elderly couple in another house, and she needed something that the elderly couple had. She knew it was in the house, and she realized that if she took it from them, you know, they had food, they had medicine. If she took it from them, they were most likely going to die. But at the same time, if she didn't take it, one of the people who she's playing as would die. And she had to make that hard decision. There's been a lot of people playing this game, and they're really having emotional experiences with it, which is that kind of intangible thing that a lot of games can't capture. A lot of games are really focused on just very flashy things to try to sell games. They can't capture the emotion. They can't. We talked about Mass Effect before. You know, that same feeling that you had with the Mass Effect characters when you really got attached to them and you really learned who they were as human beings and you learned their backstory. You get something similar in this game. Let's see if we can go in here and see what's in there. And that's locked. Katya's working pretty hard upstairs. I might need to get her off of that and maybe have Pavel go up there and start working on that. He's saying that he hopes we'll be able to keep warm in here, which I hope so too, but I have no idea yet how to actually keep them warm. This game, when it came out not too long ago, actually made its money back in the first 48 hours. And like I said, that was on the back end of so many game critics reviewing this game so highly. If you go and you look on Steam right now, this is one of those select few Steam games that gets the overall or overwhelmingly positive rating amongst all of the fans playing it. I mean, usually you see a really great game, it'll get positive or it'll get very positive. This game has overwhelmingly positive. Let's see here. I've just crafted this. Maybe I'll keep it down here since heat rises. It's basically going to warm the place up. I'm hoping one of these will warm the whole place up, unless I have to craft maybe one for each floor, one for each room. Like I said, I'm still kind of new to this, so I'm still trying to figure out what the hell's going on. I really do like this art style, though, because really, this art style conveys the emotion that the game developers were trying to get across. There is a situation of despair. There is a situation of agony. I mean, these people are pretty much trapped in a war zone. They're trying to survive. You're not going to be happy. Things aren't going to be bright and cheerful. They've really, through this art style, through this graphical 2.5D style, with these colors, with the smoke, with the stencils, they've really allowed you, the gamer, to experience the emotional content they're trying to put forth here. And now it's nighttime. So now I've got to figure out what I want these guys and the girl to do at night. I think Bruno's going to stay in guard. I figure Pavel is he's an athlete, a star athlete, so we're going to have him go out and scavenge in case he has to fight anyone. And we're going to leave Katya there to sleep because, like I said, she's sick and I'm trying to heal her. And now it's asking me what kind of things I want to take with me in my backpack. I think in case I get raided or I get attacked, maybe I'll just take a little bit of water and I will leave the rest of the stuff with Bruno and Katya at the house. So it's nighttime now. I don't know if I had a choice to go to this house or not. And he said the house is burning. He doesn't know if it's safe. Usually you are given a choice of which house to go into, and it'll give you a little synopsis. You'll see like an overhead map, and it'll give you a synopsis of what's going on in the different houses. How likely is it that there's people in there? It'll kind of try to brief you on maybe what's going to be in the house, even though there's no guarantees. Let me click on this eyeball here, which means I can look through the keyhole. Okay, there's no one in there, which is good because I don't have any weapons made yet. It'd be great if I could find some food in here, maybe some medicine, and then take that back to Bruno and Katya. There's some food. When you're inside these houses and you see that little red orb that almost looks like a heart beating, that signifies that there's some kind of living creature inside there. As everyone just saw, there's only a rat living inside here, which hopefully that's the case when we get upstairs as well. But until you get close, you really can't tell what kind of living creature it is, or until you look through the keyhole. Could just as easily be a human being. I don't think I'm going to go to sleep here because I don't know if there's people home. I don't know if the people, maybe they were home and they've gone out. I'm just gonna scavenge this place as well as I can and then try to get the hell out of here. Keep in mind, I've got to sneak around because I have no way to defend myself, like I said before. And I don't know if the people come home. Maybe there's going to be a whole group of them and I'll be outnumbered. Maybe they'll come home and they'll have guns or they'll have knives. Okay, there's no one in there, but the door's locked. And again, you see that little heartbeat down there. I don't know what that is, but I'm trapped up here, so I basically have no other option. I've got to go downstairs. Okay. Just another rodent. So much the same way that you might be playing this and you might think that, you know, you're a decent human being. You don't like stealing things. You don't like killing people. You don't like doing questionably moral things or immoral things, but you've got to think that the same way you're willing to do it to survive, if the other people come home and you're in their house and you're stealing their stuff and you're going through their stuff and you're looting them and you're taking away the ability for them to provide for their friends and family, for their husbands and wives, for their children, for their next door neighbors, they're going to act the same way that you're going to act. So yes, I will need to figure out how to make a shovel so I can go through this a little bit quicker next time. I don't know that I need all of these components. I very well might, but I'm just going to get rid of some of them anyway, just in case I find something cool. Something that I actually need in this pile and maybe in that closet over there, and then once I grab it, I need to get the hell out of here. So before I send anyone out tomorrow night, I'm actually really going to try to put a lot of time into, and I don't know if I'll be able to figure it out, but I need to figure out how to make a weapon if I don't find one here. I also need to figure out how to make a shovel, so tomorrow when I get into a house, if I have to go through this process again, it won't take me as long. Because really, every second that I'm in here, I'm worrying that somebody's going to open one of those doors. I'm trapped down here in the basement, in the cellar. There's nowhere for me to go but up. So if they show up, I'm really screwed. Let's see, I think I'm almost done with this. Hopefully there's going to be something good in this cabinet over here. And that's locked too. I don't know if I need to make keys, find keys, figure out how to bash through there. Looks like there's something going on out here in the backyard, but I'm not going to risk it. And I can't get over there unless I clean up that pile of rocks. Yeah, I think for the most part, we're just going to get the hell out of here. We got some good stuff. We got some food. That should be able to work for us. Anyway, let me know what you guys think I should do in the comment section. As always, follow me on Twitter at ArachnidSoul. When we come back, whenever we come back, we're going to play through day number 2. And we're going to continue this saga. Once again, this has been this war of mine. You can read what he's saying there. This game is awesome. I've seen my friend playing it. I can't wait to bring more of it to you. And I will catch you guys and girls later.